I'd be the queen of your heart, the queen of your heart. We built our house of cards, but it feels like it's still ours. Can I be the queen of your heart, the queen of your heart? Queen of your heart, the queen of your I'd be the queen of your heart, the queen of your heart. We built our house of cards, but it feels like it's still ours. Can I be the queen of your heart, the queen of your heart? I'd be the queen of your heart, the queen of your heart. We built our house of cards, but it feels like it's still ours. Can I be the queen of your heart, the queen of your heart? You're the superstar above me when the sun goes down, the one and only who could light this town. And when you're feeling like you're burning out, I will remind you that you're a superstar and you don't need a golden crown, 'cause everybody needs a hero now. And when the weight is like £1,000,000, I'll stand behind you, 'cause you're a superstar, superstar. You're the superstar and you don't need a golden crown, 'cause everybody needs a hero now. And when the weight is like £1,000,000, I'll stand behind you, 'cause you're a superstar, superstar. 'Cause you're a superstar, superstar. You're a superstar.
Yeah. Any other day I would wake up, yeah, press start on my K-cup, think about the time you take up, while you put on your makeup, but that makeup don't hide those lies you tell, we go round and round on this carousel, I can see the signs, baby, you can spell, being with you is H-E-L-L, peace. Think about the time you take up, while you put on your makeup,
Please don't worry about a thing. Please don't worry about a thing. Please don't worry about a thing. I'm sorry, baby, but it didn't mean a thing. I can see you're hurt and I know all the worry that it brings.
door, hit you on the way out. Ain't it funny how all the games played out? Like I don't know what you're doing when you stay out. Try to lock me down, I had to break out. Cause you lie, repeat, rewind, retweet, then act like hoes that you see on TV. What a crying shame, with a body on that frame and a half a brain. Think about the time you take up, when you put on your makeup.
Please don't worry about a thing.
Think about the time you take up, when you put on your makeup.
Please don't worry about a thing. I'm sorry, baby, but it didn't mean a thing. I can see you're hurting, I know all the worry that it brings. Believe when I tell you that it didn't mean a thing. 'Cause you're the one that I want, so please don't worry about a thing.
Any other day you could lie to me and I said, baby, it'll be okay. But today is not one of those special days, and baby girl, I'll be on my way. I'm doing me, and any other day you can cry to me and I'ma wash those tears away. But everybody knows that you play it sweet, girl, you ain't no Sarah Lee. I'm doing me.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Ain't it funny how all the games played out? Like I don't know what you're doing when you stay out. Try to lock me down, I had to break out. Cause you lie, repeat, rewind, retweet, then act like hoes that you see on TV. What a crying shame, with a body on that frame and a half a brain. Damn. Yeah, 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 yeah. With a body on that frame and a half a brain. Yeah, 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 yeah. With a body on that frame and a half a brain. Damn.
hear the rain, and it sings to me the ballad of your name. I'm listening, and the voices echo in my dreams again. Another day, let the
Hello and welcome. I'm Laura Cornelius and you're watching the Global Poker League Summer Series live from Las Vegas. Yesterday we saw a clean sweep. Farah Jaffe for the San Francisco Rush managed to beat Randy Nananokolu 3-0, taking some very valuable points for the San Francisco Rush today. It's a new day, and we have the Berlin Bears' Sorel Mizzi, and he will be up against San Francisco Rush's Jonathan Jaffe.
Hello, my babies, and welcome to the Global Poker League Summer Series. I am Joe Stapleton. He is Eric Dennis, and I just want to say hello, my babies, and also goodbye, Felicia. You know who you are. Bye, Felicia. Anyway, we were supposed to have Jungle Man in the cube today. We did not get Jungle Man. You know why? Because he's not in the country.
Well, actually, the honest reason is insurance purposes. We try to get extra insurance on the cube, and all
that's the honest. I like the fact that Jungle Man didn't know he wasn't in the country until he read his own tweet.
It's pretty amazing that Jungle Man, the way we found out Jungle Man was not in the U.S. was through a tweet. Yeah.
Where is he?
I'm not sure.
I don't follow. How do we know? Well, what was the tweet? Tell me what the tweet was.
I just said I would love to be in the cube, fellas, but I'm not in the country. To which Philip Gruesome said, what do you mean you're not in the country? We talked 2 days ago. So, happens with Jungle, right?
I mean, what does that even mean, in a country?
Right.
Maybe he could be on a country. He could be...
It's a pretty big country, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that... Actually, I didn't help out the situation one bit with
I just want to know what country he's in if he's not in this country.
Yeah, it's a good question. Speaking of countries, what about the great George Dancer? Bracelet
Hold
victory
me
yesterday?
closer, Georgie Danzer. That's right. Won his 4th
David.
World Series of Poker bracelet last night. Well done. He's on one of these teams, right? The Berlin Bears?
No, the Paris Aviators.
The Paris Aviators. That's right. He was supposed to play Aaron Paul.
Right. He is expected to be in the cube sometime this summer, but keeps on winning everything, so it might not happen, although Fedor Holtz wins everything, and he finds a way. So, Georgie, come on. We'll see you soon.
Eric would like you to hold him closer, Georgie Danzer. Let's take a look at the league standings. We'll start with the Americas. That's right. I was going to get it right this time, guys.
Well, I mean, the focus today is on the San Francisco Rush. Boy, suddenly, Joe, this team is very intriguing to me. That team could be in a playoff position as of today. 7 days ago, I don't think neither one of us would have believed that. I know you would not have. But
I would
just
not
a
have
big
believed.
shock.
I would not have believed that the Las Vegas Moneymakers were out of 6th place.
Right.
And guess what? They're not out of 6th place.
Right. They could be relegated at some point. But yeah, the Rush, really a big moment here for Jonathan Jaffe. That team could be in the playoffs if they win outright. They sweep this match. So really intriguing stuff to suddenly have a race, because in both conferences, as we'll see in the Eurasia Conference, it's been pretty boring. It's pretty much 4 teams
I just
running
fought back
away with
a yawn. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
I knew that was coming.
That's why you're a professional. There it is, the Eurasian Conference, not my Asia.
Eurasia. Boom!
That's right. The Wolverines, of course, remain in first place. London Royals, in a weird, unique situation, move up a spot while not playing, as Hong Kong had a game in hand and had 103 points. Shockingly, no points for Nananoko yesterday, one of the top heads-up players in the league. He was not able to secure any points, so Hong Kong remains in third place. They had a chance to actually finish that Heat 4 in first. They're not third, and now suddenly, Joe, they're only 2 points ahead of the Paris Aviators, who are right back in the mix for a top 3 position.
George Danzer's Paris Aviators.
That's right. Hold me closer, Georgie Dancer. That's probably the best thing you've ever said. And Berlin and Rome are there. So Berlin, not in last place. That's something to build upon. And then Sorel Mizzi back in the cube today. Had a little rough start against Fedor Holtz, losing 3-0. But we'll have to see if Mizzi gets it back today.
Yeah, we'll have to see what his attitude's like and what his facial hair status is. Right now, he's on the floor with Laura Cornelius.
Step back. He is on the floor, though he's being a naughty bear. He keeps wandering off from his spot. Stay there. tell us what's going on with Jungle Man. What country is he in? Why is he not here?
You know, Jungle Man, he's kind of a little bit he's one of those guys that you never really know where he is. You never really know what he's doing. You know, he's kind of just floating through his existence. You know, and so I don't know where Jungle Man is, but he's probably playing some really high stakes game in some Asian country somewhere. That's my guess.
Does anyone know where he is?
No one knows
Just
where
him.
Jungle Man is.
Does he know where he is?
I don't think he knows where
No,
he
I don't
is.
think so either.
No.
But thank you so much for stepping in. That's very kind of you to do so last minute.
Of course.
And talk us through your last match, because it didn't go so well for you against Fedor.
Hey, you know what? When you're battling up against the world's #1, it's tough. It's tough. You know, it's not easy. And you know, he got the best of me. I'm kind of like an old, withered pro, and he's like this young hotshot who runs all these simulations at home constantly. How am I supposed to compete with that? But it's okay, because you know, the Bears are still in it. You know, and as long as the Bears are still in the race, there's always hope.
Can the withered old pro beat Jonathan Jaffe today?
Well, you know, Jonathan Jaffe is an interesting character. He actually, out of all the people that I've ever played heads up with, he's probably up the most. But I kind of see him, he's kind of like a wolf, you know? He's a
rush.
And I'm a bear. And sometimes the bears have to let the wolves know who's running shit. You know what I mean? And when you know where, and when you know where those wolves are.
Calm down, Sorel. He's getting way too into this. Okay, just get in the queue.
Let's go.
We're done. Back to the desk.
All right.
I feel like that was devolving into some sort of Twilight
Best.
team werewolf, team bear situation. See, I can't even run with it. I like how Sorel said, of all the people I've played heads up with, Jonathan's probably up the most. To me, that sounds like there's a lot of people who are up. And Jonathan is just up the most.
That's right. Yeah. Take
It's
a
like
seat,
hard
Jonathan.
to make that distinction between people who are up against. I'm not up against you, Sorel. I'm just saying.
Not either.
No. So
Kind of cool to see Sorel wearing his Team Canada jersey from the 2015 GPI World Cup. Canada,
thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, Canada making the semifinal there, but it was fun to see Sorel there. You and I were both there, Joe. It was
Look
a
at a
fun
bit of
moment.
in Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
Keep the Americans out.
It's a beautiful country.
This is a beautiful country.
It's very nice. Yeah, clean. Yeah.
I'll go there one
Jonathan
day.
Jaffe, half Canadian. Mother
Is he really?
Canadian.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Jaffe, he's half Canadian. Now, Jonathan looked up some interesting statistics before he got here. I'm going to let him talk about them. I'm going to let him break the news. I believe he's standing by right now with Laura. Oh, is he not?
He's not.
I'm
He's
sorry.
not ready
I
yet.
just heard Jonathan
We're still
Jaffe.
talking about Canada, but I'd like to see some stats first. You know, maybe we can take a look at Sorel's
Yeah,
stats.
okay, sure.
You know, analyze a bit, and then get to Jonathan. He can wait. You know, he waits for us, man. It's not true. It's not true.
No, that is true.
That is true. But as Sorel mentioned, he did play world #1 Fedor Holtz last week. GPI best world ranking for Sorel Mizzi was #3. That was quite a few years back, Joe, April of 2012. As he was mentioned, a little withered by the fact of him not playing as much as he used to. It's kind of funny that a 30-year-old is way over the hill for Sorel Mizzi. 19 points so far, Joe. He's played actually very well in the GPL. You know, not in his last match, notwithstanding, but 23rd in league in points, 4 points in 6 max, and he's really helped the team out mostly in heads-up play, 15 points there. 2 wins out of 5 matches. That's a fair amount of points there. And his total points percentage did go down by losing all 9 points last match.
Yikes.
But again, he was really at the top of his game before that match, so wouldn't be surprised if he gets right back on the horse. And he's mentioned the Bears are still in it, Joe. They're 18 points behind a playoff spot, so mathematically, absolutely still in it. But theoretically, they'll need to score a lot more points than the teams ahead of them, and that could be easier said than done in the next few weeks.
Mathematically in, but mathematically, I mean, he could get halfway there today, which
Whoa.
it's difficult to do
Yeah.
that, and that's only halfway, so they're a long way.
Right. That's a lot of 50% there.
Let's take a look at Jonathan's stats.
Jonathan Jaffe, best world rank of 180. That was around the time he won WPT Montreal, as I mentioned, ancestry in Canada on the mother's side. So, of course, does speak a little French as well, and does very well with that.
Hey, your mom's Canadian.
Whoa. He's also played 5 matches in the league, 15 points so far, 36th in points. No points in 6 max competition, and maybe Laura can ask, but he has played 6 max, so don't think it worked out too well. He only played one match, replacing, I believe, Faraz Jaka quickly in one of those matches, and 15 points, all 15 points in heads-up play. 2 wins out of 5 matches. That matches Sorel's numbers. And then the total points percentage, a little low there, but we shouldn't expect anything better, more than a lot of points. I keep on mentioning that Jaffe and Phil Galfond, who I spoke with at the World Series yesterday. So,
Sick brag.
No, but he's very upset at how the team is performing, but very happy with the fact that Faraz Jaka was able to get all 9 points. He was playing a cash game at Bellagio while watching the GPL coverage, so poor guy had to live through us
So
playing
he's the
1,000,
one that was
2,000.
watching yesterday.
Yeah. Thank you, Philip Galfond. People love that I call him Philip, by the way. That's his name.
Hey, I wasn't around during 6 max. How did you get a point?
Finishing 5th out of 6.
So all you had to do to get a point was not be the first person
not
out?
be the first
Did you
person
get points
out.
for knocking people out too, or no? Just
No.
where you finished?
That's right.
Okay, so he was first out.
Correct.
Okay.
God, you're good.
Well, someone's going to have to be first out today. It's a little less embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's still 0 points.
Should we talk to him? Should we see what's up with the JJ?
I think we should. He's a very shy guy. So.
With the Jaffster? Let's see what Laura's got to say with him.
I am now here on the floor with the JJ. He's about to troll me, I know. But let's first of all talk through your previous matches. It was at Urbanovic you played before in this cube.
I did. He's a boss. I hadn't met him before that. He didn't know me, and yeah, new friendship.
How do you think your opponent today is going to compare with your last one?
There's some similarities, some differences. As Sorel said, he's quite withered. Dimitri's quite new. Sorel's got all the old tricks. They're both very aggressive. That's where the similarities are. Both creative players. They like to play out of the box, which is very interesting for me, but is also a disadvantage when you're literally playing in a box.
Yeah, I was going to say a box. It's called the cube.
You do the advertising, I'll do the interview.
Let's talk a bit more about what the guys were saying, because they said you hadn't scored many points in 6 max, but we're not got 6 max here, so it's not so much of a problem.
I feel like a little bit robbed. I played one six max match. I got coolered by Golden Dick, and it was over.
So that's fine.
Can't beat Fedor.
I'm not sure who that is, but
You're not sure who Golden Dick is? Come on, you follow poker. Who's won everything for 2 years?
okay. Nearly everyone in the GPL, as far as I'm aware.
Is there one guy in particular?
Yeah.
Does he have glasses and look 16?
Yeah, that's Sorel. I know who it is, really.
You're a boss, Fedor.
Right, okay, these guys are about to enter the cube. They've been in there before, but they're ready to go back again. Back to you.
How come he got Naughty Bear and
Golden Dick, huh?
Joe, just to keep it clean, it's Golden Penis.
Oh, is that what you have to say?
Yes. Yeah, pretty
Golden
amazing.
D.
Golden Penis.
I do like that Laura pretended to not know
Twinkle
That-
in your eye. Yeah.
was golden on that boy. Come on, Laura. I know that he sent some pics over.
Hey. How you doing?
I'm just going to leave the awkward silence here for a second.
It's pretty awkward. All right.
I like to do this sometimes. It's just how I engage with the
pretty
audience.
good.
I just stare at them.
You know, Joe, at the World Series of Poker, we are showing this match live, by the way, at the
Oh,
GPL
really?
booth.
Oh, sorry.
But it
Whoops.
also re-airs, which is sort of hilarious because yesterday I was there and people were walking by and be like, hey, you're that. But one guy also said, do you guys do the awkward pauses on purpose? And I was like, I didn't realize we had awkward pauses. And then watched the re-air. I'm like, yeah, a lot of awkward pauses, but they're fun.
What
They're
did he
fun.
ask?
If the awkward
I'm gonna go.
pauses
I'm gonna go ahead and answer that.
Yeah.
Anybody who walks by the booth right then is gonna think there's no sound in it.
How you doing?
But there is sound. We're just choosing not to speak. I want to go over what's going to happen in the cube in this match between the Berlin Bears and the San Francisco Rush. Each player starts with 50,000 in chips. Blinds start at 2 and 400. They go up every 4 minutes. What else?
What about when the clock runs out?
20-minute time bank.
Clock, yeah. And if it runs out, they get on the hot seat, baby. 4 seconds for every action. Although with these two players, I don't think that would be an issue. They like to play fast.
Well, they
in the
do like
first
to
place.
chat too, though. So
It's true.
let's just kick it on down to the cube and get things going.
Players, please enter the cube.
Thank you, sir.
That was a woman's voice?
Time for the bear to kick some ass.
You know, it's really
I
awkward.
don't like
is,
that, you've got a noun where I've got like a verb for my team. I don't really have anything to work off of.
Rush can be a noun.
Yeah.
She called you naughty bear.
I am a naughty bear.
I want to be a naughty bear.
I am a very naughty bear. What's going on here? We
No
got
team trades.
400.
Yep.
All right, you know what I'm going to do with this hand? I'm going to make it $1,000.
That's a lot.
Chip dollars, I'll call that in a heartbeat.
All right. You want to play games? Buddy, that's my flop right there.
I have a
all
straight
right?
draw, go ahead.
Okay, well, if you have a straight
All right, guys,
draw,
well, I'm
let's
gonna get
see what
outta
I do
here.
When I do that.
That's a standard bet, why wouldn't I call?
Well, that's your choice, but
Because I don't have a straight draw. But I'll still call.
you still call. Wow, you got a lot of heart.
Hey.
More than you know.
4 of them.
Not bad for a dolphin trainer. Let's see here. 20. I like how you can make it the 25, 2, 6, 3, 9. It's
That's a big bet. 25, 2, 3, 6, 9.
except
we're playing for
minus
stacks.
1 digit. Yeah.
Talk me through it. What are you thinking with that bet?
Well,
Are you trying to move me off of 5?
I think at this point you're probably gonna have to fold because you don't have enough heart. You just
Hearts.
It's one of those spots where you may have a 5 or a 6, but there's 2 overcards out there. But
What do I do with 2 pair at this point?
I would just call it with 2 pair. Yeah.
What do I do?
I would if I were you, I would call.
Okay.
Okay. Are you suggesting that you have 2 pair?
Suggesting go ahead, man.
Okay.
2 pair.
All right. Well,
2 pair or 2 pair?
I'm pretty sure you're
2
gonna
pair.
check here.
Let me ask you a question first.
What's that?
Would I ever check call 7-8 on the turn?
No. You wouldn't.
Good.
Okay. I think at this point, I'm fairly certain that you have me beat.
I think you're going to give up.
I think I'm going to give up. But I do have a hand. And I have a hand that I thought was good. And now it's kind of like, I just don't think it's good anymore. If it is good, it's one of those hands like,
Let's find out. Go ahead.
let's find
check.
out. You know
Just
what?
check.
I'm just going to check. I'm going to check.
Jonathan wins.
Oh, wow. What a monster.
Don't tell me I don't have heart.
You have heart. You definitely have heart. Okay. You make it 1,000?
1,000 chip dollars.
Okay, I'm gonna call.
I don't have heart.
You definitely do not have heart. Oh, you checked. Okay, well, at this point,
Callie Icon says, hey, commentators, take the day off, Kappa. No problem there.
check
We're
so
good.
quickly, and that's usually indicative of weakness.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take it down right now
It's definitely a good point.
without the struggle. Yep.
Sorel wins.
All right.
Why'd you go smaller?
You know, I want to mix it up a little bit. I want to mix it up. I don't think it was one of those auto buttons. So I just press the auto button and I press
Fair.
raise.
I've got an auto call.
All right, let's go clubbing tonight.
I was gonna do night swim. You wanna go night swim?
Yeah, at Excess?
No, tonight's Drays.
Dre's. I
Yes.
might be down. I might be down.
right.
It's been a while since I've been out in Vegas.
I'm free.
You call me big boy? All right, well,
They could hear you there. They just chose to ignore you, Joe.
Small in stature.
Just testing the cube, guys. Just testing the cube.
exactly. All right, well, you checked. I'm going to check back. You know, there's no need for a war
Useless
here.
carnage.
Yeah, let's be friendly on these kinds of boards.
I have showdown value. I'm gonna check.
I have showdown value too.
Okay.
So much showdown value that I'm considering a value bet.
That would be a problem.
Would it? For you or for me?
I will tell you in a moment.
Okay, well, I'm just going to check back.
Sorel wins again.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Reasonable. I'm a reasonable man.
You are a reasonable man.
By the way, blinds are up. We are hand number 4.
No, I played the animal from Poland, Dmitry
right?
Urbanovich.
How did that go for you?
It was a good experience.
4 hands per level. That's like WSOP 10-handed.
I like the sound You know, it's very suspenseful.
It is nice.
It's like something is about to happen.
I like this temperature too. I feel like I could start doing some yoga.
Jaffe defeated
I'm gonna do
Urbanovic 2-1 earlier this year
Do a
in the
jump
cube.
raise.
Oh, I'm so sick of all your statistics.
Yoga pose.
Just give it a rest.
No problem today.
This is a fun board.
How do you like them apples?
Got to lead with, do you like apples?
Do you like apples?
It's too late. I got it.
Both players from regions where there's a lot of apple trees. That's my stat of the day.
How do you like them apples?
You called me? Okay, well,
I don't have a queen. I'm just going to tell you that.
you don't have a queen.
No,
Are you suggesting that you have an ace?
I'm not suggesting anything.
Poker
I gave
Panther
you one
says,
piece of
John, please
information.
not
You
get
asked for
wrecked.
another. That's kind of greedy.
I'm a greedy guy. I never claimed not to be.
Huh.
Sometimes you got to go for the. Sometimes you have to go for the $6,800 bet on the turn.
Sometimes you gotta go for the gusto.
On the Jaffe. How do you work under pressure? That's the question. Are you going to crumble into a little piece of coal, or are you going to turn into a diamond?
Oh.
That, my friend, is the question that I'm proposing with this bet on the turn.
Crumble.
Sounds like you're proposing legislation. I like it. No, I've got a real decision.
Do you?
Yeah.
A real one? Wow.
Voice swings saying these guys are going to get me fired. I'm legit laughing at my desk.
Side.
Dude, if that happens, Joe and I can write a letter.
wrong with folding?
Maybe a Skype call with your boss. We're good.
I'll definitely call your boss, no problem, dude. I can't guarantee your job will be back, but I'll give him a call. Hey, Sorel wins that one. Jonathan folds.
In fact, if he was just suspended, then you would call in. He'd probably get fired.
Correct.
Yep.
So you may not want me to do that. If you put your boss's number in the Twitch chat, I will actually call him live on the air.
I'll go for that as well. Pedro saying these guys are good. Thank you. Joe and I do appreciate those
Appreciate it.
kind words.
Thank you.
I feel like you're going to fire.
That's a very good read, young man.
I don't even know what to do if I'm going to not talk today because I deleted all my dating apps.
Are you okay?
I'm just tired, you know?
Oh, man.
Looking for a real connection somewhere.
You know what, Joe? Screw this match. Put it on pause. Let's
Wish I
talk,
could
Joe.
screw this match. I'm not getting it anywhere else.
Whoa!
That's a straight.
Yes, for John. For
Straight. I
Jaffe.
know we had some flush straight confusion yesterday. Someone here did.
That is incredibly disrespectful.
No,
That's incredibly disrespectful.
calling would be disrespectful.
Oh, that's
I
a
feel
great point.
disrespected right now. But I'm gonna let you get away with this one because
I appreciate that.
it's
What are these guys talking about? It's just a raise. It's not disrespectful. It's weird.
I had an ace.
Feels disrespected.
It's one of those things like
It's part of the game. You can
What are
raise.
you going to do?
yeah,
How
call bet on
crazy
the
are we
turn. I
gonna
gotta
get
call
with
bet on
this
the
etiquette?
do that.
Oh my god.
That's taking a leap.
well, you know,
They can look at the river.
It's one of those things. I have to decide on the turn. Do I have the best hand or don't I? And I decided I didn't. So, I mean, what are you gonna do that with? A flush draw? Like,
Definitely not a flush draw. That would be ludicrous.
let's see. You raised. Okay. I'm gonna call and I'm gonna check. Check to the aggressor. To the aggressive Jonathan Jaffe.
I have showdown value.
Correct. He does.
Okay. Check.
I'm just gonna have to sweat Eric on his dating apps. Eric doesn't eat meat. Donor meat is the big spindle
Oh, like
of
the
meat.
donair. I thought
that-
it was donair. I might
that
be
they
wrong.
have. Well, it's
Yeah.
probably how they say it in French Canada.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's good if you like meat.
Bum, 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 bum.
I tell you what, I like it so much that it gives me a bon air.
It's pretty good. Oh, I love you, Joe.
Sorel now shadow boxing.
Eiffel. Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Getting jiggy
No.
with it, I'm
Got a big
told.
one?
I'm being told
Did I
by a
just dodge a
producer.
One I would have liked to play.
Little known fact is that our great guy in the booth, Richard, he loves to get jiggy with it.
I'll raise.
He's a big Fresh Prince of
Let me
Bel-Air
ask you
fan.
about the Team Canada shirt.
Here we go.
Is that a message to French Dog, Laudicer? Are you saying,
message.
I need to bail off this last place ship? I need to come home. Take me home, boys, Canada.
No, what I'm saying is Canada needs to come here. Canada
They're the
needs to come
Montreal
here.
Nationals. You're wearing the national team shirt?
No,
Laudicer,
he's not
get him.
exactly, but
Everything.
I
I'm
get what the
sending
question is
messages to the
asking.
universe. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't even remember my hand. Oh, I got showdown value.
I got a flush draw.
Don't want to create controversy, but if Sorel had a pick, I think he would want to play for the top-placed Montreal Nationals.
And his home country.
Yeah. And him and Marc-Andre did play for Team Canada at the World Cup last year.
Team Canada, buddy. We're great poker players.
It's a reasonable fold.
I'm Sorel Mizzi. I'm the best Canadian poker player in the world, buddy.
You did that pretty well.
You're gonna raise my first limp?
I'm gonna raise you old bitch ass.
Whoa!
Hey guys, I realize.
No time for this nonsense.
Have you ever been a Canadian that's insulted by South Park?
All right, you want to play? You want to play games?
No.
Right.
You want to play games? We'll play games.
I like pokies.
All right, I'm gonna raise. Oh, bet, but it does say raise when you bet. Well, I forgot we're playing for real money here, aren't we?
We are.
And you just raised me. I made it 2,000 and you made it 5,000. Is that what just happened there?
Chip dollars again.
Sorel definitely calling.
Call. I don't like being raised. It feels incredibly disrespectful.
Don't raise me, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy.
Raise me on a board like that. So I'm gonna check to you now. What happened here? I don't even, wait, am I on the button? I don't know what's going on. I'm the big blind. I'm out of position, right?
Which one is
That's
the button?
correct.
Who's
I'm
the button?
You're the button.
The guy with the D, yo.
You're
D.
the button.
D for button.
I let out after, did I lead
Yeah,
after
yes,
you raised?
Sorel.
I led this flop?
I limped.
You limped.
You raised.
I raised.
You led.
I led.
I raised.
You raised. You checked. I checked. Okay. All right, thank you.
No problem.
I didn't even know what happened there. I thought I was on the button the whole time. That's the honest truth. And
I
nothing
believe
but
you.
the
I
truth.
100% believe you on that.
I can't remember what happened in this hand, buddy.
Very interesting.
Definitely.
My friend's wife says button.
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 Is your friend's wife,
Totally normal.
where is she from world-wise?
Upstate New York.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Button.
Button. Sounds like
I'm on the button. Make
Buttafuoco.
it 2,000.
Hey. It's just weird that the button isn't the B. BB.
Yeah.
Bum 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 ba 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 ba.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Take it. Take the money.
Blinds 500, 1,000. Remember the whole time bank discussion?
Yeah.
We're down to, they've both used over a quarter of their time banks.
Bum bum bum
Into
bum
15 hands.
bum 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 bum.
It's too early for Rocky. Come on. You got to be down like 2-1 or something to invoke that. It's got to be down like 2-1 and down 2-0 in games, and then you're like, rally time. Bring it. Well, it's already told me I won, but I'm the.
well.
It just took my cards away. I don't know
I
what that was.
folded.
Nice hand, sir.
folded.
Good
The
job.
big one. I hadn't done anything.
Really?
That was weird.
That was very weird.
In fairness, I was going to open, but it was light. It was light.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what happened? I must have folded while I was in the big blind. I think you can. I think this software allows you to do that.
It does.
Okay.
Fold whenever you want.
Also a 16-round penalty. He doesn't know this yet.
Absolutely.
Sir Banker Willie says this guy's definitely more entertaining than what I was watching yesterday. Hey, we were on yesterday.
Yeah, we were great.
What?
People at the Rio were giving us compliments.
Were they?
Well, one guy I noticed that
One
you said
guy?
straight and noise flush, and
Right.
he
noticed
made
that.
sure to let me know about that.
Fantastic. Unbelievable.
Bum 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 bum.
Jonathan with a slight chip lead.
La 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 la.
5 still good.
Got it. Our buddy John Newcomb just is on top of his game, saying that Sorel is using the same beat, but now introducing treble. That's huge. Good job, John.
Penny Bandito says, you can see the cards from the reflection in the windows. Petty Bandito. No, you can't.
Oh.
What you gonna do about that, boy?
Oh. Oh.
I have showdown value. Careful.
True Catman
trying
says,
to get a
I caught a
read on me?
glimpse
Is that
of this
what's
stream
going on
from the
right
homepage and heard a Canadian
eyes
talking and
and-
couldn't stop laughing. Keep it up, pal. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Around me.
2 Canadians on the stream today.
Hey, Eric, pull my finger.
One of them, not Joe. Actually, 2.5 Canadians.
All you had to do is
Sitcom.
like, read.
Just bet.
You didn't even have to bet. You just had to go. I would have folded.
What if I just put my fingers over by the bet?
Just muck. Instantly muck.
Gotta do that next time. We haven't had any big swings, no big pots.
There will be a pot. There's going to be a big one soon.
These two nearly even in chips again.
How soon?
Pretty soon.
Pretty soon. Jonathan has the best hand.
Need to remind folks that 90 minutes ago, Sorel Mizzi was
I
sleeping.
need to remind folks that drugs is a powerful drug.
This poor guy was sleeping 90 minutes ago, so he's Habs fan, the reason Sorel is wearing his Team Canada jersey, that is the jersey he wore representing Canada at
Blame
the
Canada.
GPI World Cup last year. Canada making the semifinals, but losing out.
3-bet?
The Italians winning the big championship. Mustafa Kinit with the major victory there. Dario Sammartino with key wins as well.
You heard my story, right, about the Global Poker Masters, is that I thought when the numbers were released that some of the odds they had were like just insane, like Russia at like 11-1, and
Right.
so I went and bet every single long shot.
Fold this one.
No.
Except I needed to sort of like not just completely break even, so I decided to leave one team out,
little bit
and the
too
only
strong.
team I left out was Italy,
Oh, wow.
because I was like, "There's no chance Italy
They're gonna
wins
win.
this."
Yeah.
You warned me. You did give me a fair warning.
Oh, they won
I
it.
advised you.
You advised me. I should have taken your advice from the beginning. Instead, I got a little bit arrogant. I got a little bit like, oh, you want me?
You thought I was double talking.
Yes.
Line 6 and
absolutely.
12,
So we've both made one bad read.
like the Da Vinci Code. Woof. Speaking of bad
Check.
reads,
Ooh.
ugh.
Do 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 do
Well, the good news is he's playing Jonathan Jaffe, who will take this. If he was playing his partner Jungle Man, there might be a murder. Ratings would be through the roof.
That's right.
Hard indeed. Check.
Check a 6. Wow.
I got showdown value.
Drunk Tilt says, let's get these guys their own sitcom already. You can't buy this kind of banter.
We've made it, Joe, you and I.
I don't think they mean us.
Oh. I think we'd be okay.
And that sounds like the worst sitcom ever. So what happens if I raise there? Do you free bet me there? I'm not really sure. Yeah, one guy's like, beep, beep, beep. The other guy's like, I'm not really sure about your value range there. Would you ever raise in this spot?
What about paying for parking at Bellagio, which was a great conversation between these two 10 minutes before the match?
Laugh track. Cash and checks.
I think we got third or fourth.
Reasonable.
So not the best, but decent.
It's higher than Canada ranks in the world.
That's
Whoa!
At what? Because it ain't at being awesome.
Or hockey, or maple syrup, or politeness. Hey, Nick Spires. No. Nick Spires reached out to us on Twitter.
Whoa.
Hashtag GPL, buddy, and we'll get your question in. Do Eric and Joe only comment or answer to Twitch chat? No.
You want to get it in?
I promise if you click, I'll go.
Yeah, you promise?
Put in
Is that
the ratings, I'll
binding?
show.
Alex, can we get a ruling? Can we get a ruling on that one?
It is not
All right, well,
binding.
It's binding.
It's binding? Okay, you know what? I'm all in.
Ooh.
Degree all in
Said
moment.
if you click, I would go. Oh, you didn't click.
Oh, you
You
tricked
shoved.
me.
I thought that was pretty fair.
Oh, you tricked me.
All you do is click.
Alex, we gotta do something about this. That was verbally binding.
I'll allow it.
If you click. Click is never shove.
Stoner Joe asked, WTF is this asterisk? Is it risk or X?
Asterix. I just
I
did
think, it's
not
just
help
the,
you
I
with
think
that.
it's the comic book character that's
Yeah, yeah, of
asterisk.
course, yeah.
Whatever. He wants to know what the F is his bleep. You're watching the Global Poker League. It's Heads Up Poker. We're doing things a little differently. We're sportifying poker. They're playing in a
Check.
cube. You can't see out of it. You can't hear into it.
You want me to value bet here or the river?
I prefer the river.
And that's it. It's poker.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Decrypt me. Everything goes in that cube. That is
You're
correct.
gonna value bet?
No rules.
Do you want me to?
If you value bet, I can't promise I'm gonna fold.
Oh, he just checks.
I haven't
on.
seen too much thin value.
Good check. Very good check.
Mr. One Time, at no point did we say poker is a sport, although it is on ESPN, but so is Scrabble. We're sportifying, in other words,
Trying to make it
marketing
more
it.
like sports.
Don't worry. Although these two guys sometimes have more action than golfers, and some golfers are not athletes. So there is that debate as well. So some first baseman could not run a 100-meter race. So
Yeah, because we don't know what a meter is.
oh yeah, this the 180-foot race.
Zfar Destiny says poker is fun. GG says chada weepa-doo, chada weepa-doo. DS Rand asks, how fast do the blinds? They go up every 4 minutes. Our players are relatively short stacked right now. I haven't played too many hands. 27 big blinds, plays 22 big blinds. Sorel's got the lead.
Take it.
Jonathan betting.
obliged.
Take it down, Johnny Brown.
Tim, of course, referencing Bartolo Colon. New York Mets pitcher who hit his first career home run. Joe Bartolo Colon got his start with the Montreal Expos. I saw one of his last starts with the Expos before that team went away.
I heard that he lost a lot of weight recently.
No.
No? I thought he was so slim they were starting to call him Bartolo Semicolon.
Hey!
I dare you to bet. I dare you. Double dog
You
dare.
dare me?
Dare you.
What do you want me to bet?
6,843. Oh, please do it. Please. Please. You checked? All right, I'm going to bet.
Chadal whip-a-doo, Chadal whip-a-doo. Sorel's betting his 2-pair. Jonathan cannot call. Does he get a little
Decision
funky
time.
with
America
his
votes.
chicken and raise?
But you're Canadian,
That's true.
so you're taking your own vote away.
Not a ton to rep there.
I can't vote.
It's very noble.
Thank you.
They weighed in. They wanted you to win.
Couple of big hands.
Can I ask you something, even if it's kind of punny?
Sure.
Do you think that you can teach an old bear new tricks?
Do I? I think
He's going to answer seriously,
it's
too.
possible. Yeah. Because our brains are incredibly neuroplastic.
Whoa!
Yeah, buddy. Neuroplastic has been called.
Dropping the college education on me. That's disrespectful.
Neuroplasticity, my friend.
You know I'm not educated.
When
You
we're-
did that on purpose.
When we're young, our brains are more plastic, so they can mold into whatever we want them to mold in. Or our brains can mold into anything we want it to mold into. And
We
brain
here at the
is a
Global
hell of
Poker
a-
League do neither
about
agree
it.
with nor disagree with the
Yeah.
views of
The
a
older
Sorel.
you get,
I
the
don't-
less
I-
plastic our brains
Hashtag
become, but it's still
brainify
plastic.
poker.
It's still anytime anything can change.
Like the board could change.
It's
We
true.
could have like a king turn and it just completely changes.
That would change.
It would
everything.
change things.
That would change everything.
Come on, king turn.
The field of
I
neuro.
thought a king was going to come after I said that. I thought unreasonable numbers of kings were coming.
What do you have? What do you have?
I mean, how's that? Did we talk about it before? We must have, right? Yeah. Okay.
Boom.
You just can't remember which one of us it is.
Is that
He also
Keanu?
didn't really do customer service, so
Kiana? What's Kiana?
Keanu Reeves, Matrix.
Yeah, that was some Matrix shit right there. It was all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazine.
You
Salt
wouldn't
and pepper
value
on
bet
the
me with a
machine.
9 here like that, would you?
I would never do that to you, Jared. Or Jonathan, sorry.
all right.
I get my Jaffes mixed up sometimes.
You're not the only one.
there's 7 of them.
Oh my.
I just hope it was the right decision.
I'm gonna walk around while I decide what I'm gonna do here.
I think that's fair.
Sometimes we have to make big decisions in life, don't we?
We do.
And this is one of them.
It could be.
This is unbelievable that a guy recognizes your. This is not Eric's first voiceover job.
That's right.
And this Mr. One Time, I thought was just trolling, says, I think I recognize the voice of commentator for Ticketmaster. Yes, that was Eric. That's so weird.
Oh, Alex Dreyfus calling him out, saying BS because he saw my LinkedIn. But however, I was the voice of Ticketmaster when you did call in to press 1 for whatever, press 2. That was me. But I did not do customer service. I was in charge of call centers in North America, or one of the persons in charge. So, Mr. One Time, I do apologize for that service fee. But they had to pay me big bucks with that service charge.
Wow, this game is almost over.
Could
9
be.
big blinds for Jonathan.
You're sitting there with 10 beebs.
Less.
Sorel is winless so far in the cube.
You have 10 Justins.
Here's your opportunity.
Nope. Nope.
Does it actually say on your profile that you were the voice?
No,
So how would you know that part?
I don't know. I guess you just
Lucky
assumed it.
guess?
Yeah.
Fold.
Good job, Mr. One Time. You
mean-
got us thinking.
Considering what people say about your voice, it's probably hard to believe that you were ever paid to speak before this.
Hey.
I'm just saying, based
know,
on their opinion of it.
You know, before the arrival of Twitch, I've never had a negative comment on my voice. So.
Give me names.
Can't tell you. That's classified information.
Fair enough.
You know what?
So
I've
I
had
was
enough
calling.
of your attitude.
Let's do it.
Jonathan's behind, but he's got live cards. Flops an up and down straight
That
draw.
7 of spades up there.
It's a 9 of diamonds.
He is the player at risk.
Uh-oh, more outs.
Uh-oh.
Brickarooskies.
Rickarooski.
Ooh.
It
Was that
it was a brick for Jonathan Sam.
Is that, like, are we playing best of 3 for?
Yeah.
Best of 3, okay.
He knows this.
All right, I just wanted to clarify that. I mean,
These guys do not know
I
where their
thought
door
we were
is.
playing per game, but no, I didn't.
We can do per game. Doesn't change it, right?
Of course it changes it. Now I would be up $1,100.
But then I'm saying, but as far as
All right, there we go. Game 1 is in the books. Yeah,
I think there's a little betting going on in the cube. Little off-the-cuff betting.
that's okay, right?
I think they're betting 1K a game.
It's
Man.
still poker.
Yeah, no, of course, of course.
So are we okay with that?
Well, we just mentioned it. As the voice of Ticketmaster.
The voice of Ticketmaster says, if you want to see more betting from the cube, press 1. If you'd like to speak to a customer service agent, good luck.
We had great service. World-class service was our
Did you?
trademark. We did.
Did you?
Tough job.
I don't know if Ticketmaster was really that great of a service.
Hey.
I probably wouldn't have just got like 55 free tickets from a class action lawsuit. I don't know.
All right.
Just going to go
Let's
ahead.
talk about Pearl Jam for half an hour. But you know that working in call centers, if you do that, that's a pretty...
Even flow.
Those assholes.
What should we say about that match? It was fun. It was a fun one, right?
It was fun.
That kid-
I was thinking, can they do this for 3 straight games? Yes, they can. No,
I
they
say
can't.
no. I take
Really?
the under. I think that Sorel runs out of steam like in the next minute and a half.
What if Jaffe goes down in the second one? I think Sorel's going to go crazy in the third and just talk him into a shutout, possibly.
I think the only reason Sorel's so animated is because it's that or coma. Like I don't
A or
think
B,
I
right.
think that he just gotta go, can't stop, won't stop is Sorel right now. That's my opinion on the subject.
That's a pretty good, astute comment.
So how do the
Astute, I was
points
trying
go?
to say microplastic, whatever he said. No one knows what he said.
My microplastic is shrinking by the second. So let's talk about the points for 1 second. We didn't really announce the fact that San Francisco Rush did not score the 3 points there. It did go to the Berlin Bears, which could explain why Sorel is so happy and talkative. I can hear him right now. Let's put a microphone on him and get the words recorded to tape forever with Laura Cornelius.
Thank you, Joe. Berlin Bears, 3 points.
Woo! Whoop, whoop, it's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop, it's the sound of the police. Yo, the Bears are coming back. We're gonna mess those Wolves up. All right, and
They're not wolves, they're Rush.
He's a wolf. This one is a wolf. He may have you deceived as a Rush.
I'm a
but
wolf in Rush clothing.
He's a Decepticon.
Oh.
He's a Decepticon, is what he
All
is.
about the puns, cliches today.
What did you think about what the voice said? You've got to keep going or you're going to be in a coma. Is that true?
It might be.
That's why they're
You know,
boys and he's a man.
You know, it's when you're in the cube, all the rules change.
Yeah.
All right, there's no.
But I thought Bears didn't have rules to begin with.
Bears don't have rules.
But they have a code.
Bears, we only have a code. It's the Warrior Code. And in the Warrior Code, there's no surrender. Though my body may say stop, my spirit cries never.
He's going off on one again.
Try and send him into hibernation.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Never hibernate.
You tried to set a few bear traps, I noticed, but
He's
it
a
didn't
naughty
work.
bear. He keeps slipping
He's a
out of them.
naughty
He's a
bear.
very naughty bear. Yogi Bear. He just steals my chips, sneaks over,
What
grabs
do we
them.
do to naughty bears?
I don't think we can say on. You cover that, Laura.
Are you going to win the next 3 points?
I mean, that's up to the cards. I don't decide that.
Well, at least you've learned something about neuroplasticity.
I did. I absolutely did.
What are you going to teach him in the next game?
I'll drop some knowledge on him.
Teach
I'll
me a
drop-
bluff.
Hey, I'll drop some science. You know, I love science. And
Okay.
So, you know, anything that comes up, I'm sure anything he wants to know. You know,
I love to learn.
He likes to learn. I like to teach, and I like to learn too. I love learning. It's
hopefully they're going to learn a lot in this next game. 3 points to the Bears so far. The Rush wants some back. Back to you guys before he goes on anymore.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Body's moving slow. 'Cause this love is all night. Moving faster than the sun. Explosions in the sky.
So I figured it out. I figured out everything. I figured out I'm a little weird today. Sorel's a little weird today. Jonathan Jaffe is always weird.
Yep.
Last night I got a tweet from Jessica Wellman said, remind me what you call that week of the WSOP when all the media hits the wall back in the Poker Road days. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was called?
Darn. Media. Oh, darn.
Grind Week.
Grind
it's called
Week.
Grind Week, and that's, yes.
We've got to talk about Jessica Wellman. You said a comment yesterday,
Yeah,
and my mother was watching.
yeah.
So she's now asking, when am I taking the lovely Jessica out for lunch?
Well, I'll look.
She doesn't even know
I don't-
her.
I don't,
She doesn't know who
I don't,
she is.
I don't know that Jessica's single, but I'm going to
Right.
get to the bottom of it today.
You
Actually.
should, since my mom is now involved.
But it's Grind Week, and so this is
Whoa!
it's basically it's that week of the World Series where like everyone's been here for like a really long time, and no one's
true.
really had a break, and everyone's like starting to lose their minds a little bit as we like close down. Then when you get to the home stretch, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so
you're
you
excited.
snap out of it again. But right now we're right in the middle of Grind Week. I mean, all the members of the poker media were getting involved here. Steve Schultz was like, whatever it is called. We are here. BJ Nemeth, a lot of people. So I think that everybody sort of understands that it's just been.
Whoa. BJ Nemeth isn't even here, so come on,
That's
Beach.
true. That is true. Well,
He's
he is,
given
he
up
is
on
here,
us.
but he has not been working at the World Series.
That's right.
true. For it to be Grind Week for him already is. I mean, his whole life, he's grind
Yeah,
life.
that's true, yeah.
All right, guys. Game 2 is about to get underway. Sorel Mizzi versus Jonathan Jaffe in the Cube.
Yeah, I might play it.
So, Joe, my mom says hi.
Hello.
And you've opened up a can that I cannot shut. Thank you, Joe.
Hello, Madame Dani.
Zian.
I don't call adults by their first names.
All right.
It's a long-standing. When I was a kid, if I went over to a friend's house and I said, "Oh, thanks a lot, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, for having me over," they'd be like, "No, we insist. Call us
Judy.
Roger and Judy." And then if my parents were like, "We don't care what they said. You call them Mr. and Mrs.
Even
Smith."
though
I
it
like your
says
parents.
raise when I click it, I'm just betting.
All right, I'm just calling.
Okay.
The Berlin Bears. You bet $5,200 US. Oh my. I guess I'm gonna have to call. Let's see it. Ooh, you rivered me.
I did. It was a lucky river, but there were worse rivers for you.
True.
Dun, 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 dun.
Joe, as my mom was texting me last night, George Danzer was winning a 4th bracelet. How's that for a segue? The Paris Aviator winning, Justin Bonomo of the London Royals 3rd, Todd Brunson of the Rome Emperors 5th,
Wow.
Mike Leah 11th place finish, and your best friend, Esther Taylor Brady.
Ite.
She had a really, really bad beat in order to be eliminated in that tournament, so congrats to Ite for a 4th place finish. Really one of the strongest rising stars in mixed games.
It's not often you meet someone whose first name is derived from Pig Latin.
Hey!
Good check.
Ite, Ise, Aime, Aimne,
Second place in that finish, in that event, sorry. Randy, oh hell no, is what I like to call him.
Lots of chatter on Twitch. Sandy Sanchez says, has Sorel lost his mind? Zakuro says, what's wrong with him? Decryptme said he's going into hibernation. Arugi wanted to know, do bears poop in the cube?
Oh. We're about to find out.
True Catman wants to see one poker event in his lifetime where they use 2 different flavors of Pringles to bet instead of poker chips. I'd like to see that. Okay, Ed K, I will tell Mr. and Mrs. Smith that you said hello.
It's a movie.
As Jonathan Jaffe flops a full house. A hell of an accompaniment. Hashtag Team Canada, buddy. Good flop for JJ. J Jaffe, J Jaffs, the Jaffster. Jefferoni. Jefferino. Jaffa. White Savage just says, lol, so rigged, 6 aces in a row. Unknown Genius says, I'm not your buddy, pal.
Call. It's aggressive. It's an aggressive call here, but in the Warriors code, there's no surrender.
Bears code.
In the Bears code.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not a straight yet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a straight. I gotta make sure I keep counting these on my fingers.
You need 5 cards.
Yeah.
I call. Quick call. That's what I think about your bet.
That's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card for Jonathan. Sorel makes trips.
Check.
Jonathan checks. Wow, somehow he's got the bear withal.
Oh. Man, that's
check
what you're
the
doing last
Sorel.
night. You're working on your pun.
I was really putting in the prep work.
Love it. You know, if you have too much prep work, Joe, Sir Banker Willie says he'll be your intern.
I do need an intern and an assistant, but I can pretty much guarantee I shall not be hiring anyone from Twitch. If I need someone to like follow me around and say like, what the F is this shit to everything I do, and also throw the gay word around a lot.
Right.
Then
And say
I'll-
it's a flush.
Then I'll hire someone from Twitch.
Okay. A terrible river for Sorel Mizzi here.
Does Jonathan have the nuts? He does, right? No. Well,
Well,
the nuts straight.
yeah.
Obviously with the paired board, but he doesn't have to be worried about.
Sorel could have quads. Or full house.
I guess my point is, wow,
What?
he just goes for
What?
it.
I don't understand. What could you
Your
do that with?
answer was
I mean,
go.
It's gonna be tough for me to fold this hand, my friend.
Your wager
No.
for it. Go for it.
I feel like you might have a 4, but the problem is that I have a 4 also. I have a 4, but I think you have like ace 4 or something. You know, like some.
Or
I
something.
don't think you have a straight. It's weird because the only way you can have a 4 is if you have the last 4 in the deck, and that would be like very difficult to do. You could have a set. That's the problem, or a full house rather. But you know what? This is just like.
Cooler. Sometimes you gotta go
Yeah,
with the cooler.
sometimes you gotta go with it. Hi.
Oh, and he calls.
Ouch! That is it.
Wait, you checked back. You checked back.
Game
on that,
2.
on that turn. You got it straight and you checked.
Done.
I checked the flop.
You checked the flop and then you bet the turn.
Boy, that's a.
I bet. God. That's painful. That is absolutely unbelievable.
Old bear, new tricks.
I always feel bad when I can't remember the hand histories, but if Sorel can't remember it,
You feel better?
I'm not. I'm not super worried about it. So there we go. This match is now tied at 1-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
3 points for the Berlin Bears in the first game. 3 points for the San Francisco Rush. Just then, when Jonathan managed to wrap a gigantic bluff by jamming river there, or nearly jamming the river enough to put Sorel all in, and Sorel called it off with trips.
Yeah, just a bad turn and a terrible river for Mizzi there. Just could not get away from it. Boy, that's a weird hand.
What's really rough about it is that like it has to come perfect too.
Right.
Like if it's just the bad river, it can't be a bad river
you can't
without
get
being a
over it.
bad turn first.
Yeah. No, it's a tough one for Sorel. I guess he had no choice there, but so early with so many blinds, maybe.
No, I'm not a professional poker player, but I feel like you don't have to go broke there.
Okay.
I feel like you look like a boss when you snap off a bluff there. It's kind of a win-win. You know what I mean? Like you either look like a boss and snap off a bluff, or you get to get fresh air.
Yeah, and what is interesting is that he actually put his opponent on better hands. So maybe that's a good question to ask, because that is curious that he could not see how he was ahead in that hand and still called. So, but again, I mean, winning that first game, Joe, does change things quite a bit. And boy, that's 1-1, and now 3 major points available to either one of these teams. Both teams looking for a sweep today, but the win is actually very important as well.
Yeah, well, as Jason Somerville says, that little call on the end there by Sorel. Wrong. What's your favorite Jason Somerville meme? I like the call. I like the bird call.
Okay,
I like,
yeah.
I like the pork chop.
I prefer the bird call.
You like the bird call?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to. I don't know, but I do prefer the card. Yeah.
I also like Dirty Basement Kids.
Right.
And if I was going
All
to
classics.
think of someone that resembled a Dirty Basement Kid,
Yes.
it would probably be Sorel Mizzi. Him and Jonathan Jaffe are down on the floor with Laura.
They are indeed. It is now 1-1. San Francisco Rush picking up 3 points there. Talk us through that last hand, because it confused the bear. You set the trap. He didn't know what was going on.
Well, I finally made it to the right of you, which has been my goal. It's been like 5 matches, and I've always been on the left. So I don't know. I did
Is this
something
side
right.
better?
It's fantastic.
Good.
Yes. What happened in the hand? Joe said it. It ran out perfect for me. Sorel went from having dust to having trips in a kind of unfoldable spot.
So you really couldn't see that there, the straight.
Harsh needle.
Sorry.
Wow.
No, he said it.
Are you saying?
He said it. He said that.
Are you saying that you would have seen that a mile away?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Obviously.
That's kind of hurtful, Like I'm a professional poker player, all right. And sometimes you got to make decisions that that end up being wrong.
Decisions that hurt your family.
Yeah, that hurt your family and that hurt everyone.
Hurt the pride of Toronto.
That sometimes we operate on compulsion, and it's that compulsion that unfortunately.
What does the compulsion do?
The compulsion was like, oh well, I have trips, I have to call.
He sent Phil Bort to the bong.
I know. Oh dear, that's
But,
not necessary.
He set the bear trap, and I fell for the trap. My foot hit the string, and the trap covered the bear. Okay. But it's not over. It's not over.
Okay, how are you going to get out of the bear trap?
Well, how I'm going to get out of the bear trap is I'm going to beat this man right here in the last match, and then it's all going to be over. And because the Bears always win. At the end of the game, the Bears.
I have a request.
What's that?
I want Sorel to be in the booth with Joe for the next one. I want to see the two of them together. Joe and Eric, invite this man. Okay. He's your guest commentator for sure.
Anytime.
He definitely should be. These guys are 1 apiece. This one is the decider. Who is going to win? Can the Bears get out of the trap? Or I feel like you're like Leo DiCaprio in The Revenant now.
I feel like he's just leaving me hanging.
Can the San Francisco Rush
People
make
do
this
say
6
I
points?
do look like Leo, so first.
Back to you after this quick break.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Breathe the air just like a fire, we can't control it. See explosions in the sky. Moving faster than the sun over horizon. Chance it all to feel alive.
Body's moving slow.
'Cause this love is all night. Moving faster than the sun. Explosions in the sky.
All right, so just one match left to go here. Well, one game, one match to be decided in that game. 3 points each the teams are tied at. I'm Joe Stapleton. He's Eric Dennis. We are watching Sorel Mizzi and Jonathan Jaffe go head-to-head in the cube. Eric, any predictions at all for what we're about to see?
Yeah, flip a coin. Literally flip a coin. I don't know. Joe,
Well, they may do that.
can I give you a... Sorry, go ahead.
They very well could do that.
Right. Knowing those two. Can I give you a quick Sorel Mizzi story?
Sure.
And if we need to go to the cube, guys, just go ahead and I can talk about this story. When I first started in this business, I had a little Canadian show on Quad Jacks. And I was excited on my final show of the season before the WSOP. I got Schwan Liu and Sorel
Stop
Mizzi.
looking at me, Schwan.
That's right. So I had an hour show. So Schwan did her 30 minutes and she was fantastic. And I was very nervous to interview Sorel as one of the top Canadians. This is like 5-6 years ago, right? I didn't really know Sorel, so I thought he'd be like a sports guy, and we'd talk about baseball. I asked Sorel 2 questions, and 90 minutes later, my show was an hour over.
Wow. What were
Yeah.
the 2 questions?
I don't remember. Probably how's the weather and do you like your chances at
And
the
do you want
WSOP?
do you want cream in that?
That's right.
All right, let's see if he's going to put a little cream in his coffee today and end up winning this match. Game 3 in the cube starts now.
But that's to say, he's a fun guy, Joe. He's a great guy to have on for a show.
He is a fun guy.
All right. Let's make it 1,000 bananas.
That's what we're playing for. 1,100, 1,000.
That'd be pretty cool, actually, if
For
they
it
did
all.
make a prop bet that had to be paid in bananas.
Buy into a Sunday tournament.
So Jonathan showed me something before we started today, and he sort of graphed both Sorel's and his sit and go
Don't disappoint me that early.
results. And Jonathan's sit and go results are an exact mirror image of Sorel's.
Easiest to defend hand in
In almost all the places where Jonathan is profitable, Sorel is not. They play like the same stakes, and Sorel, unfortunately, is about 700K stuck, while Jonathan is like 600K up.
Ouch.
That is a very easy defend hand.
Yep.
You can't 3-bet.
Well, you can 3-bet.
I mean, that'd be a little bit ambitious.
You don't want to have 0 3-bet with 2s. But it's pretty easy to defend.
Joe, you remember earlier today when when we talked about Nick Spires, who was reaching out to us on Twitter, and I asked him to read your comments, just hashtag GPL.
You say aspires, I say aspires. You say about, I say a boot.
So he didn't do that. So that's why I didn't get to this until now. But
Sure.
I mean, let's take a look at all 3 of his questions, all solid questions.
Okay.
Seeing as Jonathan Jaffe is short.
Jonathan.
I raised
Seeing
to
as he's in
1,000
short,
on the
has he ever been seen in the same room as Jonathan Little?
I'm going to make it 32.
Sorry, hold on. Is this what we're looking for?
Because I can.
There you go. Second question, could you ask Sorel to put my Fitbit on? I also have a Fitbit. I could give him that. He needs the points.
That joke I liked.
Go away.
And last but not this one, you're not going to have a sound effect for that. Will the cube ever be brought to the UK? Yes.
very good read.
The GPL World Finals. Live later on this year at the Wembley Arena, SSE
think
I am.
you're
London
going
Arena.
to-
Should be exciting times there. We will be in the UK, and he also finishes off by saying, "We miss you, Joe." Well, he's on the air every day, guys.
What do you
That's
think I'm
hard to
gonna
miss me.
It's true. I miss you.
Probably check behind.
do? Is that what you honestly think?
I think
Thanks,
so.
Nick, for
I don't think you have
hashtag
the
GPLing
guts.
those questions.
Takes a lot of heart to put in another bet here.
A bear dog daring a wolf.
Not just any bear. This bear is the cat's pajamas.
Ooh,
It's on you, sir.
it is on me.
He's a busy little
This is the
beaver.
match, right? This is
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Blind
this
as
is
a
the
bat
final match.
and drunk as a
Take it one
skunk.
story at a time.
I can do this all day.
I miss you, Joe.
I call.
It's a reasonable move. You're a reasonable person.
I don't trust your bet there. You're gonna have to fire 3 if you want me to believe.
He might just do that.
Should I fire 3?
I think you should go with your heart. You always have to go with your heart. You know, our minds are incredibly powerful, right? We can use them to analyze.
Yours is.
We can use them to figure things out. But it's our hearts. When we get into our hearts, anything becomes possible. Anything becomes possible. when we get
Anything
into
is
our hearts.
possible.
I think it's just a blood
It's Kevin
pump, man.
Garnett.
Yeah?
Oh, no, that's that Paul
I don't
Pierce.
know, man.
Can I see your hand?
Kevin
before I
Garnett.
decide?
You're just saying names.
No. I think that our hearts have an actual energy force to them.
I believe that you think that.
Oh, he's betting. Takes big heart to bet 3 times here, and he's gonna do it. And he does. Whoa, that's a great bet.
Oh, that's a big bet. All right.
I think it's eminently reasonable.
Yeah,
Hey.
gets a fold from the best hand. Well
but
done.
misused.
Is it?
I just like saying it, maybe.
Maybe he thought that he didn't have 4 cards to a flush or 4 cards to a straight and just thought he had one of them.
The bear is setting the trap.
Got me right where you want me.
Sir Banker Willie, your resume has been put on file.
It is in the file.
Yep.
It's not because he didn't send it to me,
gonna
but
be
it
the
would
race
be.
Give me a free card.
I don't, I just,
Ask and ye shall receive.
I got
Thank you, sir.
no job for that fellow.
Give me a free card.
The kind of stuff I need help with
Can
is
you
the
raise
kind
me
of
that?
stuff that I just can't have any random person do because it's like
I don't think so.
I need to
I
give
don't
passwords
think
and
we can do that.
Yeah, I got you.
so I'm just not ready to do that.
Ed K saying SSE Arena is the Olympic Stadium in Stratford, East London, nowhere near Wembley. Ed K, you would be the expert,
That's
but
an
it is
impressive
called the
sound.
Wembley Arena, so SSE now just a major sponsor. So I'll trust you, but it is called the Wembley Arena. So if the Wembley Arena is in Stratford, then I do apologize for that.
Sorel folded the flush draw there. You see that?
Come get it.
If you gotta come and get it. Na, 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 na.
Project 127 saying club on river, please, but he folded the turn.
Boy, Sorel is tightening up. Or tightening up. That's what most people would say.
Looks like you're going in for a re-raise.
I did.
2 monsters, heads up.
I don't like your attitude here.
Sorel is gonna repop.
I do
this.
not like your attitude, young man. I'm gonna raise again.
Click game? The click game?
Clickety click click click. Clickety clack. And I don't want you back.
What would you do if you were me with
8s.
ace of clubs, 10 of spades?
I'd probably.
I don't think he believes you.
What would I do if
You'd
I
call,
were you?
right? You'd call.
I'd
You're in
fold.
30
position.
for 37.50 in position? Can't afford not to call.
I don't believe you have that hand, by the way.
I don't believe.
I just don't believe it. It's hard for me to believe that you have that
Okay.
hand.
Are you gonna check?
What do you think I'm going to do based on my finger movements?
72-80.
Bum, bum, there's no easy way out.
Now Jonathan's in some trouble. Missed that flop. Big bet to call now. This ain't no 3750.
This is a big one.
See?
This is a big one.
If I say I'm gonna fold, can I come over and look?
No,
Oh.
I'm not.
Oh, he's going to bet now.
giving you that.
No, he still folds.
What did you? You didn't have ace 10 because I had the 10 of spades in my hand, son.
He did have ace 10.
It's, I caught you in a lie. It's interesting because there's not a lot of spots that I would be able to call you in a lie there, but catch you in a lie. But I caught you in a lie there because I had the very card that you claimed to have.
That was a mix-up on my part. I shouldn't have done that.
Cool story, Bear. Both players have the same straight draw. Both players have a big heart. And they also have the ace and the king of hearts in their hand. That old chestnut. Diamond's the run out. Jonathan wins with ace high. By the way, when I said I take the under on the energy level, story checks out.
Really? Still singing.
Compared to the first game?
Yeah, but I didn't. I thought, yeah, okay. We should have made the bet clearer.
Boom.
Now I have to be naked in the office for no reason.
There's a reason you lost a bet.
Yeah.
Line's 4 and 800. This match going a little faster than the other two, at least as per how many hands they played.
Sorel Mizzi, a 30-year-old pro out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, now residing in Las Vegas, second round selection of the Berlin Bears. Jonathan Jaffe, originally from Massachusetts, has a home in Burlington, Vermont. 29-year-old.
Is a masshole.
Yeah. Wildcard pick from the San Fran Rush, and he was selected as a wildcard pick before the draft. He was part of Faraz Jaka's management team.
Huckleberry Finn says, Naked Eric is the definition of sportifying poker.
Thanks, buddy. I go running every day. I'm very proud of my legs. The rest of the body?
Jonathan batting with king high. Getting called by the pair of sevens of Sorel Mizzi. Sorel wins this one. I'm not sure what to say when he whistles.
Nelly saying, nice, was hoping GPL was on. Nelly, sorry about that major loss to Anton Wig the other day. Anton Wig is six-figure score, apparently.
I think that's probably not the real Nelly.
Oh. I did see Anton Wig at the World Series the next day, and yeah, that man was smiling not just because...
Did he have a Band-Aid on his face?
Did not. Or did I say Nelly? I meant Anton. Sorry, I did see Anton the next day.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering
Nelly
if no,
not
I'm wondering if Anton won so much off of Nelly that he got the Band-Aid too. Is he the Band-Aid guy?
Yeah.
He is, right?
Yeah. I think that would actually be good. Say I'm all in, and if you don't have enough money, I want the Band-Aid.
Dum, 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 dum.
Tens again for Mizzi. Jonathan is in. Spade is spade, spade, 10 of spades in Sorel's hand. Really ugly flop for Jonathan. Hope this ain't one of those times where the flop's so bad that the player tries to get creative.
I'll tell you this much. I had a spade in my hand.
Flush.
Future flush. Once again, Sorel outflops Jonathan. And that 6 is going to be good at showdown.
When you want to come and get it, na 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 na, na 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 na.
Sorel Mizzi, number 4 all-time on Canada's all-time money list. Daniel Negreanu, Jonathan Duhamel, Timex, and Mizzi all have over $10 million in winnings. The dog, Michael Watson, is 5th. And your boy, Gavin Smith, rounds out the top 6. GPL player Mike Leah in 8th. Way down in 13th, one of my favorite players on tour, Ari
Tell
Engel.
me one card from this hand. Will you do that? Tell me one of your 2 cards here.
If you tell me.
Promise?
Yeah.
Blinds 500, 1,000. New game starting.
Tell me your high card.
The tell me your high card
me?
game.
Yeah. You choose which one you want.
I have to tell you my high card?
Yes.
8.
Promise.
Yeah. What about you?
Ace.
Ace?
Yes.
That's your high card?
It is.
Ooh.
This seems like a weird way to go about things.
We would be way better players, though, if that were the case.
I did promise.
I'm a great player watching with the whole cards
breaks
up.
his promise.
My game has improved.
Just check on it. See if I can suck out.
Whoa! You did it. You probably hit some weird 2-pair now, too, didn't you?
2 pair.
Now, this is going to be interesting. You're going to lead. You're probably going to... Oh, you led. Okay, well, I know you have an ace. So am I going to try to suck out? Or am I going to give it up?
Jaffe could be in trouble here.
You probably... Okay, so you have ace 7, ace 4. No, you probably have either ace 7 or 2-pair. Or you could,
Ace 9.
You could have ace 9. I think you have ace 6. But I'm going to call.
Put a guy in a hand that can beat you and call. I love that move.
That's how he lost the last game.
Jonathan is in big trouble.
Interesting. Maybe 5,000, just a tiny one? Wow, it's like, that's a brilliant bet. It really is a brilliant bet.
I think part of the brilliance is maybe because I don't think
Brilliant bet because
Sorel can't raise.
it's a brilliant bet because I don't have, because you know that I know that you have an ace. So you would only do this if you had 2-pair. You would only do this if you had 2-pair. There wouldn't be.
Could have pocket aces.
Why can't he just value bet his ace against your 8?
You'd only do it if you had 2-pair. You would never do this.
2 pair.
But it could be a blocker bet too.
Broadway.
I have to call. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Sorel calls and wins.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would do that with ace 9. I did not think you would do that.
Sorel takes the lead with that win. Both players also very good online. 2 W Coupe titles for Jaffe, including the 25K heads up in 2009.
Wow.
And a Scoop title in PLO. Mizzi has won the Scoop 2K No Limit Hold'em a year after finishing second in the same event. That's over $600,000 in winnings in both of those events combined. And in 2010, won a 5K 6 max for $118,000.
Sorel with 2 pair.
Check.
Jonathan picks up a gut shot draw on the turn.
Check again.
King high, sir.
King high, you got it.
King high is good.
Did I say Sorel had 2 pair during this hand? or
No, the hand
last
before.
hand?
The
Okay.
hand before that was folded.
That got to the turn quick.
Yeah.
King high again.
I agree with Wildcard. It says jerk. I don't think so, Slothra. He's just playing poker. Yeah, so I don't think anyone's being a jerk here.
No, not at all.
FDS says, did he really pose when he made 2 pair, lol? Yeah, you bet he did.
Joe Jaffe's first result on the circuit was 11 years ago. 4th place finish in a $100 buy-in tournament at the Empire State Championships at Turning Stone Casino in Syracuse.
Bum, bum, there's no easy way out.
The man singing right now, he will celebrate his 10th year on tour in a month and a half. His first ever cash show, a 10th place finish at the Ultimate Bet Aruba Poker Classic
Better man with a 3-bet put.
in Aruba.
I've been there.
Yeah. That was before, or I guess right after it was a WPT sanctioned event.
6, 7, 8, 9. 7 of spades also for Jonathan.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, that board sucks if you have ace jack.
Does not get there, though. So ace jack is good.
You're value betting?
I think I might.
Detroit Poker says, I love you guys. We love you.
Go with 6,500 on this one. You fold? Okay, good.
Mentioned earlier that Jonathan does have a major title live, WPT Montreal, November 2014, $409,000 win. 4th place finisher, Kevin McPhee of the New York Rounders.
Hey, I don't want to say it's hot in here, but you know how your iPhone does that thing? If there's like, if it's the sun shining on it, it shuts down. My phone just shut down indoors. Sorel's big card. Again an 8. Again
bet.
good.
Big bet.
And Jonathan is bluffing again. Okay, great.
Fun stats regarding Sorel Mizzi. You know, we talked earlier.
I challenge your definition of the word fun, but go ahead.
Fun to me?
Yes, of course, fun to you.
We mentioned earlier that he finished second in the 2K Scoop event in 2014, and then the year after won that tournament. Well, he likes to do well in tournaments that he's played before. In 2008 and 2009, he finished second in a WSOP 5K PLO event, once in Europe, once in America. Max Pescatori, Jason Mercier, Felipe Ramos were players involved there. But even better, Joe, after finishing third at the Aussie Millions in 2010, he finished second just a few years later in 2014.
Wow.
His global
a
poker
little fun.
master teammate, Ami Barr, won that event.
Me?
Me? Canada went 1 and 2 there at the Aussie Millions that year. Scott Seaver was at that final table. That was a really spectacular FT.
Sounds like it.
So there you have it. My night last night in a nutshell. Typing up some Sorel Mizzi facts. Thanks, folks. See you soon. That was after I busted.
Hope you at least gave her cab money home.
Yo! I busted a $100 buy-in deep stacks tournament at Planet Hollywood, and I noticed, Joe, that it is much more difficult when you do not know the opponent's cards.
Oh man, it's so much harder. It's significantly harder when you don't know what all the hole cards are.
When I went all in with ace queen, and the other guy had ace king, had I known that, I would not have gone all in.
Yeah, no, see, because you're not supposed to do that.
It's pretty.
But if you don't know, it's much harder to avoid it. Expect we're going to see a 3-bet here from the button. That's it. That's a third bet, and that wins it.
This is an important game. This
J
is a very
Jaff's back on top.
Sorel is right. It is an important game. If the Rush win this game, Joe, they will be in a playoff position.
That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
That's Billy
With
Joe.
10 wins, they would be ahead of the New York Rounders.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning. I'm gonna check. I don't want no trouble.
Doesn't want trouble.
I don't want no trouble.
This spot's going to end in a chop. And you know what they say? Some people are occasionally into
chop, right?
a chop pot.
Chop that up.
just
I
saw
thought
green
everyone
on my end.
loved to chop up.
Some
I've seen
people.
T-shirts. Pappy discussing rake at Las Vegas tournaments.
It's like,
Pappy,
I never know what gardening has to do with poker. Like everyone's just
yeah.
trying to make them.
Alex Dreyfus with all these ideas. I can't.
thank you, Alex. You're the only one with all those ideas, apparently.
Boo.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I was opening.
Were
I
you?
had the
Okay,
Jack
good.
7 off.
I won't lie, Joe. That tournament I played yesterday,
Bless you.
25% rake. 25% rake.
Wow,
We have 20 big blinds.
20 beebs.
So I can't shove, but I can call.
You can call.
I can.
No shame in calling. There's really no shame in anything, is there?
Fold.
check, check.
Is very
Both flop a
shameful.
pair. Sorel's out
No
kicked.
shame in folding. There's no shame in calling, and there's no shame in 3-betting. There's no shame in anything.
I believe that you believe that.
I believe that you believe that I believe it.
You are dead on with that. That assessment was perfect.
Well, what would that be in reference to regarding Sorel?
Check.
Joe?
Oh, I'm holding it for a friend.
Ooh,
That time kicker plays. That's fair.
that is fair. It is fair. It's unfortunate, but it's fair. Oh, this is a big
Firm
one.
but fair.
Pappy
gotta
Van
win
Winkle
this.
says
I gotta
25%.
I got rent to pay. Shorty's got to pay her own bills.
Nelly, not at my table?
Hey, if a bear wants to give me 1K, who am I to say no?
How do you not have the bear, Barry Greenstein, on the Berlin Bears?
Yeah.
That's all I can think of when I hear the bear.
In fact, that original logo had a picture of the bear.
1,000, 2,000 are your blinds. Sorel down to 13 of them.
Feels good.
Limped.
Wow. I'm gonna call you. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay.
Pretty easy pot for Jonathan as Sorel goes down to 10 big blinds.
I'll call you.
You call me?
Yep.
If I go all in, you call?
Yes.
You promise?
He promises.
I check. Check.
Sorel's got a couple of overs and a gut shot. Jonathan has got the overpair. There is no other overpair.
Ooh, Sorel with it. Oh, lucky man.
That's a very interesting card. That changes a lot. You know, before there was there wasn't a one card straight, and now there is.
Turns him dead. Only way Jonathan does not lose his pot is a 6 on the river.
Quiet call.
Sorel's straight gets real long. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7 cards straight. 2 extra bonus points in the standings. It's good
Slider.
for them.
Might just do a donk lead. I'm all in.
I think Jonathan folds this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Sorel can't really make this
I'm all
bluff
in. And I
without
got
the
ace jack
straight
and I ain't
himself,
looking back.
because Jonathan
You don't want me to see?
could have this too.
He's already folded in his mind.
Bum, bum. That's the sound of your heart beating. You're nervous.
If you think about it, Sorel actually went runner, runner straight,
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
because the straight he ended up making was not the draw he had on the flop.
Correct.
check call a 6 to lead the river?
Maybe.
White Savages,
we
if
don't have a
Jonathan
straight.
calls, he's stupid.
Let's get that
Lots
straight.
on the line here.
I don't have a straight.
Okay, and just fold your hand and let's move on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And here we go.
Good fold, Jonathan.
Sorel
Detroit's-
back in this match. Sorry.
It's okay. Detroit says, "Tell me Laura is going commando today." I don't think
Not
she has
gonna
any plans
look through my
to get any
I've been in this game too
military
long.
training.
Or to reenact a Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah,
classic.
no, probably
Jesse
not.
the Body Ventura.
Not going commando. Sorel's all in. Jonathan's
Oh.
calling with ace high.
Merci beaucoup.
Jack 10 flops all right. Ace high still ahead for now.
Dun,
King
dun.
on the turn
That
once
is a
again has
beautiful
Jonathan
card.
dead on the turn.
Mwah. Thank you to the gods.
And Sorel will double up.
Nice.
Sorel now has the chip
Did it
lead.
again. Were you gonna raise?
Yeah, did it go through? I did open.
Did you? Okay. I did one card and let's see. What happened here?
Your button now.
One button. Okay, 4,800.
Let's make it 14,000.
Nice 3-bet with 10-4 off. Sorel's going to
Take it.
fold ace 8. These two are going to be just about dead even again. Blinds at 12 and 2,400. This is close, everybody. John looks like he's going to raise this. Sorel's going nowhere with Queen Jack suited.
Ooh.
And again, flop's pretty sweet. Jonathan's got a pair. We could see things get ugly here. Queen on the turn for Sorel, so he's pretty much got this hand locked up. Jonathan folds the pair of eights.
Wow.
Well done. Nice
Wow.
fold, buddy. Hard to make a pair.
Joe, we have a Canadian poker legend, Bébé Chien, Jason Duval, in chat. WSOP bracelet winner.
Be aggressive.
B.
Bonsoir,
aggressive.
Bibichet.
Aggressive.
He's sending some love to Sorel Mizzi.
Come on.
Throw once again with the best of it. I think I have a Global Poker Master shirt somewhere.
Nice.
I think I have a USA one. Were they in it?
Yes.
Then I have one.
Major upset when the U.S. were eliminated. There was that magical moment where Dan Smith asked for a timeout wanting to speak to teammate because you were allowed to speak to teammates.
Yeah, and they weren't in the room.
Ike Haxton had to go to the bathroom. A little wasted opportunity there.
That was pretty hilarious, actually. Sorel limps. Jonathan with his option. Suited ace 8. Makes it. I can only go on so long like this. 34,700 all in. Sorel's got a straight. Trips from Jonathan. I think this is the cooler we've been waiting for. King on the river doesn't change a thing. River is a king, doesn't change a thing, but hit the diamond, blue on black.
Joe, you have the voice of an angel.
I've been called the songbird of my generation.
Nice.
What you gonna do? What?
What you gonna do?
Son.
Sorel's
I don't know if you know what or who you're dealing with.
slow
right now.
rolling here, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I got a real hand. Like this is the realest hand you could possibly have.
Or is he?
No, I guess maybe he's not slow
You're going to
rolling.
see, because I'm not going to fold.
Right.
It's just a question of whether I shove or call. But I probably have to call after saying that. I mean, you might have like a king and just be like,
There's just no way. There's no way you're folding.
around, yeah. You could have a 7. Did you check the turn? Did you check the turn?
I don't know if I should recap the action for you.
Can you recap it? I'd like you to. I'd appreciate it.
I limp pre-flop.
You limp pre-flop. Did you limp?
You check.
I check.
You check the flop.
Yep.
I check the flop.
Yep. I bet the turn.
You bet 3,000 chip dollars. I call.
You call.
River's a king.
And I bet.
You bet an erroneous amount. I raised to an amount that I didn't check.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I have to call.
Sorel calls, and he is right.
I call.
You got it.
Oof.
3 sevens, no good. Blinds 1,400, 2,800. Jonathan is down to 5 big blinds. He is all in the call, and he is dominated, but he folds.
Well. Hey.
Shan't be folding this hand. Although he could if he just wanted to look like a boss.
Right.
Got a bad feeling about this.
You got this one.
All in. I'm all in.
Good luck.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I know how to win these. Put that jack of clubs on the turn right now, immediately.
Close.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's pretty much.
Jonathan still's got the best
That's gonna
hand.
lock up the win right.
A blank and he
there.
wins.
Hey, and he locks it up.
How the heck was that a jack?
Gotta represent for the Bears.
Well done.
Thank you. And I win 1,100.
Sorel Mizzi takes game number 3
It's fine.
Okay. Not while we're
for
in
the
the cube.
Berlin Bears.
Okay. It's just that they can't.
So Sorel, the first time he came into the booth, got swept. This time he won 2 out of 3. That's nearly as much of an improvement as you can possibly make. That is
Yeah.
almost as good as you can do.
No, he did well. He survived the. I guess he could have gone the Nanonoko route by winning all 3 matches, but no, he's decided to screw up
But
the math a bit.
Nananoko's also done the route of losing all 3 matches, and what he did is better
Yes.
than the latter.
Correct. No, it's good. 12 points back. 12 points back now are the Berlin Bears. This was a big opportunity for San Francisco to actually
12
move
points
into a
back
playoff-
from what?
From a playoff spot.
Playoff spot, okay.
Yeah, and of course Paris has a game in hand at this point. We are maybe seeing George Danzer later on this week, so that'll be interesting to see there. This was a big opportunity, Joe, because San Francisco could have tied or actually moved up in the playoff spot, and New York plays London tomorrow. We still don't know the players, but anyone that London puts up in that cube is going to be a top end competitor. Either Vanessa Selps, Liv Boré, Igor Kurganov, Justin Bonomo. So really, it's going to be a tough match for New York tomorrow. So there was an opportunity here for San Fran to get into a playoff spot and possibly be in a playoff spot even after New York players their match tomorrow. That's not going to happen, but still a great start to the to this heat. 3 points, 12 points in 2 days. Hey, not too bad.
Something I didn't mention, by the way, is that today is the start of heat number 5.
Right.
We are doing 6 heats here from the GPL Summer Series. This is the start of heat number 5, so we are long past the halfway point here.
Yeah. And teams are now playing their 29th match in the league. That means only 16 matches remain. So really, the dog days of summer have hit us in the GPL. So, we keep on talking, Joe, about teams still having time to recover. It's not that case anymore. There really are. These 2 teams needed 9 points. One team got 6. The other only got 3. It's not good enough, unfortunately, for the Rush. But at least they're now in the playoff conversation, and they were not just a few days ago.
It's a lot of that, oh, you got lots of time, you don't have as much time now.
Yeah, you got lots of time. Oops, we're canceling your tickets to San Diego.
Who's not going to San Diego?
Well, the bottom 2 teams in each conference.
No!
Yeah, no.
But what if I like people on those teams?
Well, maybe they can still show up, but they're going to have to buy their own way there, but they just can't play.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We might get them in the booth. Maybe we'll get them in the booth. I don't know.
Okay, maybe people will come to because there's some people that I want to see in San Diego. Plus, there's a pizza place there I really like.
Like that.
So I want to go there. One of the 2 players down on the floor, Laura, is going to have a pizza party later because he won 6 points.
I think the Bears like pizza, so I've heard.
I mean,
Is that true?
the Bears will eat anything when they're hungry.
That's true. Will they eat the San Francisco Rush?
I just did.
I think he
He ate
did.
a wolf.
I had a wolf. You know,
I'm in
wolves
Rush
don't
Club.
scare me. Wolves don't scare me.
6 points go to the Berlin Bears. You must be pretty happy after the last match against. I was
Yeah,
going to call
you
him
know-
something else. Fedor.
Well,
Whoa!
you know, sometimes there's not that many moments in history where the Bears get hungry enough to where they have to eat the Wolves. But this is one of those times in history that the Bears have to rise up and eat the Wolves. And
It's a
that's
bear
exactly what I
famine?
did. It's a bear famine.
Back to Yosemite.
Right. So you know, this is one of those times. And, you know, the Wolf took a little bit of a beating, and I'm sure he'll be back, but the Bears have to stay alive. We got to stay alive. We're survivors.
You are.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be eaten and spat up again?
I don't know about the latter, but yeah, I've had just about enough of the Bears. I'm glad they're going back to the Eurasian Conference. I'm in obscurity, and we'll just stay here in America and do our thing.
You ready for your next match? And not against a bear, hopefully.
I don't think I have another. I think they booted me. I think that's it. I think we got
no.
Anton Wig against the Royals. He puts up wins, so.
Well, for us, Jaffe, your manager was in yesterday, and he clean sweeped. He came to do business, and that he did.
He did. He said he was going to scrub the floor with Nano Noko's gelled hair, and he did it. I don't know. I thought that was a little bit presumptive, but he followed through.
Anyway, did you have fun in the cube today?
I had a great time.
Okay.
I always have fun in the cube. There's nothing
2
like...
for 2, fun time.
All right. These guys had fun, although the Berlin Bears took the win 2-1, 6 points for the Hungry Bears. Back to you.
Have you seen the...
Jonathan mentioned that he was sending Sorel back to the Eurasian Conference. We probably should take a look at the various league standings before we get out of here for the day. Let's start with Eurasia. Look at that synergy.
Yeah, forget the Bears. Let's talk about Wolverines on the top of the table. The London Royals are in the cube tomorrow again. Players still to be announced, but London will have an opportunity to move up first should they sweep. But at least 6 points will be required for Liv Borie's team to really get closer to Moscow, who's now built a 7-point lead in the summer series. We talked about Paris a bit, and they now sit at 101 points. They also have a chance. And hey, the Bears did well today. Sorel Mizzi's been playing very well
Bears.
for that team this year. Mizzi and Nietzsche are two players that have really played well, so we're going to have to see more of those two in order for them to try and move up.
Bears. Let's take a look at the Americas Conference.
We talk about the Montreal Nationals every day. Here they are still in first place. San Francisco moving up 3 points, now 3 points behind the New York Rounders. More importantly, possibly 13 points ahead of the Las Vegas Moneymakers. So even if the Moneymakers sweep later on this week, I'm trying to find who they're playing. Jake Cody's actually in the cube for them on Thursday. So even if that happens, they're still in trouble. Joe, Jonathan just confirmed a nasty rumor that I heard that's breaking my heart, that Anton Wig is the final player to play for the San Francisco Rush this year in the cube, which means that Kitty Quo will not be playing in the cube.
Oh, man,
I'm
you
out.
got to be chugging my bone.
I am out. I'm not doing
I
this
don't
anymore.
get it. So you're saying that Anton's coming back for heat number 6?
Right,
So
and
even though
I
we've already
heard
seen
that
him.
nasty rumor going around,
So
and
no
Jonathan
Kitty
basically.
Quo.
That's right.
We will not hit our kitty quota.
All right, I'm back in. That was pretty funny. That was good.
Close.
That was good.
We got him with a pun. Let's take a look at tomorrow's card. Do we have one, or are we just going to say what teams there are? There we go.
Yeah, definitely one of the biggest matches of the year when it comes to two cities that we like to see. We saw London, LA earlier this year, or did we? We're going to see them at some point probably. But London and New York, that is one of the marquee matchups of the summer series. Here they are tomorrow. No confirmed players yet, but we've talked about these two teams' rosters being very, very, very legit. London, an opportunity to move up to first in the Eurasian Conference and build that momentum, get close to locking up a playoff spot. And the New York Rounders, suddenly a lot of work needs to be done from a team that just a week ago we were all saying would be a terrible team from Montreal should they finish first to meet in the first round. Well, that team they might not even be in San Diego. No. They might
Do
not
you
make
want
the
to take
playoffs.
another crack at that?
I was trying to be Sorel, apparently, and that's never going to work.
And then
out well.
the Bears may not make it into, and they're really hungry, and then they have to go into hibernation, and they wake up, they're like kind of cranky, and then they may not make it to TwitchCon.
I love Sorel Mizzi.
That is all the time we got for the show today, guys. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for that London Royals versus the New York Rounders match. For now, I would like to thank our players from today, Jonathan Jaffe and Sorel Mizzi. Thank you for being here. For Laura Cornelius and Eric Dennis, I am Joe Stapleton. Smell you later.
Can't get enough of the GPL? Head over to globalpokerleague.com for the most complete and up-to-date standings, schedule, stats, and information on your favorite team, as well as full-length match replays, highlights, and epic hands from all of our matches, and much, much more.
Breathe the air just like a fire, we can't control it. See explosions in the sky. Moving faster than the sun over horizon. Chance it all to feel alive.
Body's moving slow.